ng anesthesia, meron siyang 4 levels. We have minimal sedation, moderate sedation, deep sedation, and anesthesia. Lahat ng yun, sinat yun ng level ng GCAHO. And merong mga surgical procedure na pina-perform using anesthetic agent din na nasususpend lang ng sensation sa certain part of the body, katulad ng local, regional, epidural, or spinal anesthesia. So, sinabi din pala dito, kanina kasi, hindi kasi maayos yung pagkakaayos ng PPT. Pero sa surgical environment, merong headgear na dapat completely kinakover yung hair. Kasama yung head, neckline, pati yung mga beard mo. So that kahit isang single strand ng hair, bobby pin, clips, or dandruff, or dust, hindi mo fall sa sterile field. Dapat ang shoes mo ay comfortable din, supportive. Tapos, kapag ang shoes ay sinuot mo sa labas, tapos papasok mo sa loob, dapat magsusuot ka ng shoe cover para mag-protect yung sterile field. So, yung shoe covers ay nagamit ng isang beses and tinatanggal pag umalis ka na ng restricted area. So, ang general anesthesia, meron siyang 4 stages. Anesthesia level consists of general anesthesia, spinal or major regional anesthesia. So, ang anesthesia, state of narcosis siya. Severe CNS depression produced by pharmacologic agents, nagkakaroon ng analgesia, reaction, and reflex loss. So, pag minimal sedation, ang patient is nakakapag-respond pa rin normally sa verbal commands. Cognitive function and coordination lang yung impaired, pero yung ventilatory hindi. So, moderate sedation, form siya ng anesthesia na piniproduce IV and define siya sa level of depression na consciousness pa din, pero hindi na i-impair yung patency ng airway ng patient. So, nare-respond pa rin siya sa physical stimulation and verbal command. Yung goal naman is a calm, tranquil, amnesic patient who, when sedation is combined with analgesic agents, is relatively pain-free during procedure, pero nami-maintain pa din yung protective reflexes. Sa deep sedation, yun yung drug-induced state kung saan ang patient is hindi na siya nakaka-arouse kahit ilang beses mo pa hindi arouse, hindi yung mga-arouse. The difference between deep sedation and anesthesia is yung patient is not arousable. Ma-arouse mo lang ang patient sa deep sedation is kapag paulit-ulit yung stimulation mo. Inhaled anesthetic agents siya, merong volatile liquid, and nagpaproduce yun ng anesthesia kapag inhale mo gases which is administered by inhalation ng oxygen. So, ang moderate sedation is monitored anesthesia care administered by anesthesiologists and anesthetists, frequently used as timely sedation, katulad ng midazolam, Versed, diazepam, and other medications. Common analgesic agents, morphine, fentanyl, reversal antagonists, which is yung naloxone or Narcan. Sa deep sedation, ito yung mga mga volatile liquid anesthetics sila yung mga Yung nitrous oxide, yun yung most commonly used na gas anesthetic. Pag na-inhale mo yung anesthetic, yung pulmonary capillaries mo, then sa blood, then sa cerebral centers, and magawalan ka na ng consciousness and sedation. Meron tayong stages ng anesthesia, which is BESM, ito ata yung BESM, which is yung beginning anesthesia, excitement, surgical anesthesia, medullary depression, or respiratory paralysis. So beginning anesthesia, characterized siya as tranquilization kung saan maintained pa yung consciousness, yung noises is aggregated kaya dapat tahimik yung environment. While dizziness and a feeling of detachment may also be experienced as the patient breathes in, the anesthetic makes sure. The patient may have a ringing, roaring, buzzing at the ears, and pwede niyang masense na hindi niya na magalaw yung katawan niya. So, sa excitement, yung patient dito is progressive loss of consciousness na siya, meron na siyang uncontrolled movement. Kaya pwede siyang sumigaw, magsalita, kumanta, tumawa, umiyak, or whatsoever. And nangyayari yun kapag mabilis mo in-administer yung anesthesia, kaya dapat smooth and quick. Smoothly lang yung pagka-administer. Yung pupil dito is dilated, pero nagko-contract kapag exposed sa light. Ang pulse rate is rapid and respirations ay irregular. Ang anesthesiologist or anesthetist must always be assisted by someone na ready to help the restrain yung patient kasi nga merong uncontrolled movements during the stage. Yung strap, pwede siyang ilagay across the patient's thigh and hands para yung hands is secure ng armboards. So, sa third stage, meron surgical anesthesia, which is kapag continuously natin in-administer yung anesthetic through vapor or gas, mangyari na itong magiging unconscious na yung patient. The respiration is regular, pulse rate is normal, the skin is pink and slightly flushed. And at this stage, meron tayong 4 planes ranging from light to deep, depende sa anesthesia na kailangan. So, yung lastly is yung medullary respiratory paralysis. Yun yung nangyayari kapag masyadong anesthesia yung nabigay, nagiging shallow ang respiration, ang pulse ay nagiging weak and thready, ang pupils ay nagiging dilated masyado and hindi nagko-contract kapag may light. Cyanosis develops and without proper intervention, mamamatay yung patient dahil na toxic stage 2 na dapat nating iwasan. So, inhalation, liquid anesthetic may be administered by the vapors with O2 or nitrous oxide oxygen. Patient inhale the mixture. Vapor is administered to the patient through a tube or mask, may also be administered through laryngeal mask and nasal endotracheal catheter or endotracheal intubation. So here we have intravenous. IgA can also be through IV injection, time barbiturates, benzodiazepines, non-barbiturate hypnotics, dissociative agents, opioid agents. Ang advantage nito is pleasant ang onset, walang buzzing, walang roaring, walang dizziness, and ang action duration niya is brief. Yung patient natin is nagigising with little nausea or vomiting. Thiopentane is usually the agent of choice na ginagamit for prolonged procedures. So next we have characteristics of ideal muscle relaxant. Chestnut depolarizing with an onset of duration of action similar to sulfonylurea, but without its problem of bradycardia and cardiac arrhythmias. Dapat ang duration of action, dose of sulfonylurea and pancuronium, nag-relax sila ng cumulative cardiovascular effect, and it can be metabolized and does not dependent sa elimination. So, sa regional anesthesia naman, form siya ng local anesthesia na ni-inject sa area kung saan yung around the nerves nung area na operahan. Yung patient na nag-receive ng spinal or local anesthesia is awake and aware of his or her surroundings unless the medication are given to produce mild sedation or relieve anxiety. Yung nurse dapat mag-avoid siya ng careless observation, unnecessary noise, and unpleasant odors. Dapat kasi tahimik and therapeutic yung lugar. So, binablock din ng regional anesthesia yung sensory motor, autonomic functions, and kapag masyadong mataas yung dose, hindi nag-make contact sa roots. Kapag ang advantage naman is yung absence ng headache, and disadvantage is greater technical challenge into introducing the anesthetic into epidural rather than subarachnoid space. So, ito yung conduction block sensorineural anesthesia. Ang epidural anesthesia is achieved by injecting local anesthetic sa spinal canal in the space surrounding the dura mater. Nausea and vomiting. If gagging occurs, ituturn mo sa side yung patient, nalagyan mo siya ng basin, kukolektahin mo yung vomit, isasuction mo, and i-remove mo yung saliva, pati yung gastric contents. Administer yung antiemetic pre or intra-op, administration of histamine 2 receptor antagonist katulad ng cimetidine or ticamet. Other types of nerve block is brachial plexus block, which is produced sa anesthesia ng arm, paravertebral anesthesia, supplying the chest, abdominal wall, extremities, transcaudal block anesthesia naman is sa perineum and occasionally sa lower abdomen. So, sa may spinal anesthesia, extensive conduction nerve block is produced when local anesthetic is introduced sa subarachnoid space at lumbar level, usually at L4 and L5, to produce ng anesthesia sa lower extremities. Sa perineum and sa lower abdomen, position ay niches. Ginagamit ay procaine, tetracaine, lidocaine, bupivacaine. So, yung mga cane, sila yung sa spinal anesthesia. Local infiltration of anesthesia, often combined with local regional block by injecting the nerves immediately supplying the area. Advantage net is simple, economical, and non-explosive. Ang equipment needed is minimal, post-operative recovery is brief, and the side effects of general anesthesia is avoided. And it's ideal for short, superficial surgical procedures. So we have hypoxia and other respiratory complications, significant potential problems due to general anesthesia, inadequate ventilation, occlusion of the airway, inadvertent intubation of the esophagus, hypoxia, exchange of gases can be compromised by respiratory depression and anesthetic agents, aspiration of respiratory secretions of vomitus, patient's position on the operating table. Intraoperative complications, nausea, vomiting, anaphylaxis, hypoxia, respiratory complications, hypothermia, malignant hyperthermia, DACL, or disseminated intravascular coagulation. Anaphylaxis is a life-threatening acute allergic reaction that causes vasodilation, hypotension. Bronchial constriction can occur in response to medications, latex, and other substances. Brain damage from hypoxia occurs within minutes. Vigilant assessment of the patient's oxygenation status. Anesthesiologist or anesthetist circulating nurse. Peripheral perfusion is checked frequently and pulse oximetry values are monitored continuously. Hypothermia is kapag ang patient is below normal inherent hypothermia. Nasa low temperature sa OR, infusion of cold fluids, inhalation of cold gases, when body wounds or cavities, decreased muscle activity, advanced age, and pharmaceutical agents katulad ng vasodilators, phenothiazines, and general anesthetics. Malignant hyperthermia is inherited muscle disorder chemically induced by anesthetic agents. 50% lang yung mortality rate. Suspectable siya sa mga taong may subalki yung katawan, mayroong history of muscle cramps and muscle weakness. Unexplained temperature elevation and unexplained death of the family member during surgery is accompanied by febrile response. Ito yung mga triggers, medications, medical management, so disseminated intravascular coagulopathy naman is a life-threatening condition kung saan merong thrombus formation. Tinatamad na ang tao. Ayaw na magbasa. Tapos na.